Welcome, folks, to Glendale, Arizona and State Farm Stadium, site of this year's Verbo Fiesta Bowl, which, of course, is part of the college football playoff. We are through the opening round of this year's playoff, and now the pressure is mounting in the quarterfinals. A matchup between one side that's had time to rest and recover, and another team that's battle-tested, already off one playoff victory. As we'll see the number 11 seed in this playoff, the UNLV Rebels, taking on the number 3 seed in the playoff, the New Mexico Lobos. 3A Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, here in the booth with Kirk Herbstreit. And here we go, a college football playoff quarterfinal game. We'll see which team's going to be moving on. Kickoff team is out there. Great energy as this playoff game is about to get underway. And it comes out to the 25. No return attempted there. First down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be? And the back now goes in motion. Trying to flex the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2. Well, they run it right into a blitz, and that linebacker was coming downhill, Kirk.
Man, what a time to call that blitz here by the defensive coordinator. And you're right, he shoots right through that A-gap. Really, the back had nowhere to go. By the time he got the ball in his hands, the linebacker's right in his face.
After a first down loss, it's 2nd and long from the 23. And the quarterback dropping back. Short pass finds the tight end. A big hit by the linebacker, able to knock him down.
Well, they don't pick up the first down here, but if you can use the quick passing game to stay ahead of the chains, it definitely helps your offense. And if that defense starts to creep up to take that away, that's when you can take a shot downfield.
So on the opening drive, it's now 3rd and 4. Here's the snap. Quarterback looking to throw. Incomplete. He was hit as he threw the ball. That's a big 3rd down defensive play.
Man, on your own side of the field, you're playing a risky game here. 3rd and short. Your goal should just be keep this drive alive the best way you can sometimes. Is just hand the ball off to your running back and have him get behind that offensive line and go to work. Curious to see what they do now here on this 4th and short.
And the returner brought down by the coverage team. Guys up front lined up. It's first down. Handoff to the single back. Jukes to get free. They get the senior to the ground, but it's a nice run there.
A nice RPO here by the offensive coordinator and a big gain by the back. But let's give credit to the quarterback. He saw that this defense was sitting back, worried about the pass, so instead of throwing it, he hands it off and some nice positive yards.
On 1st and 10, looking to throw. From the pocket, delivers over the middle. We get him down quickly, not much of a gain on that completion.
Quarterback looks downfield to make this throw. He wants to be able to get the ball to be able to pick up enough yards for a first down. But instead, gets the ball at least underneath to the drag route and get some positive yards.
Quarterback wants to throw it on 2nd down. And it's intercepted. Beautiful timing there. Can he take it all the way? Past the 10. Takes the pick to the end zone. Touchdown, Rebels.
Great job here by the backer, just mirroring the quarterback, reading his eyes, and then stepping in front of that throw. Comes up with it, and then he goes back to high school. Shows you what he can do with the ball in his hands. Takes it in for a touchdown.
And he knocks the PAT right down the middle. The kickoff team on the field now as they get set to send this one away. That one bounces through the end zone, so they'll start at the 25. New Mexico's offense retakes the field now. They moved the ball in the last possession, but a devastating end of the drive, a pick six. And they recover from that right now. Breaking free at the 35. In a big game before he goes out of bounds, the offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs.
Well, the defense better start adjusting and realizing the RPO is coming at them. Feels like they're just sitting back, worried about the potential big play through the air. Meanwhile, this offense is running the ball right down their throat.
Quarterback escapes the pocket. Snags the quick throw. And tackled there by the defense.
We are in the age of the mobile quarterback, and you saw it right there. The ability to scramble out of the pocket, extend the play, and make passes like that is invaluable to the offense.
Second down after that previous play. Moving the receiver around pre-snap. A pop pass on the jet sweep. He's past the 45. Oh, and he's in the clear now. It's a foot race. Out of bounds, but not before a huge gain. Offense gets a fresh set of downs.
I love how they're using the receiver here in motion. With a weapon like this, just get him the football. Simple throw for the quarterback. He's got all that speed built up. You get him the ball out there in space with a couple blockers, and you get big plays like this right here.
That's a big game before he goes out of bounds, and it'll move the sticks more than enough for a first down.
Nothing better than an offense on first down to be able to pick up big positive yards like that. You can either keep giving it to the back, or it can set up play action and get the defense to come up to the line of scrimmage, and you can throw it over top of them.
Receiver makes the grab. Touchdown, Lobos. This quarterback on fire today.
This guy can do it all. We've seen him go behind coverage and make plays downfield. We can see him catch the ball underneath, just like this. When he catches the football, he is so dangerous after the catch. This one leads him into the end zone for the 6 points.
And they tack on the extra point. Kickoff team on the field getting set now. And he'll just take a knee. Drive will start at the 25-yard line. Here comes the UNLV offense back out there. They're coming off a 3-and-out, looking to produce a positive drive here. The sophomore with a strong tackle there.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound. It's really solid defense on that play.
Second down after that run on the previous play. There's the snap. Quarterback setting up to throw. That's reeled in. It's Wade. But he's hammered by the linebacker. What a hit.
Chris, this guy has a big-time arm. He just zipped the ball in there. You know, you can sometimes show your arm strength in other ways than just bombing it deep.
Crucial third down play coming up. QB decides to keep it here. He's found some room at the 45. And he moves the ball across midfield and picks up a first down.
Boy, this offense does such a great job of putting the threat of the quarterback and the running back on this defense. It puts the defense in a tough spot because it's really hard to take both away. This time, the quarterback gets out and shows you the speed he has as well.
And from the shotgun, an inside handoff.
Nice job here of controlling the line of scrimmage by this offensive line. The back does what he needs to do to get positive yards on first down.
Offense getting set. It's second down. Here's the snap. Looking to throw here. Grab down the middle. It's McDaniel. They bring him down, but he was fast enough to get that first down yardage.
Boy, really nice throw here to the slot receiver, and I love the quickness that he has after the catch. He's essentially a running back playing at that slot position. That's how dangerous he is after he makes a catch.
It's the running back in the flat. Defense reacts quickly, a very short gain on the play. Offense getting set for a second down here to begin the quarter. Has the first down and more. And they tackle him, but not before he picks up the first.
Look, I realize on any play call, when it's properly executed, it can go to the house for a touchdown. But the runs that really make a game plan work are the ones where you get just what you need. And he barely got the first down, but he got it.
Quick throw to his receiver. And he will score. Touchdown, UNLV. They're set now to try the PAT. PAT puts them in front by 7. Here's the kickoff team now, set to boot this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. The offense will start at the 25. Here comes the New Mexico offense back on the field. The last possession, they really had the passing game clicking. Move right down the field for a touchdown. They get him down, but the gain moves the ball up to the 36.
You know, offensive linemen are just a certain breed. They're always going to do their job, no matter who's back there carrying the ball. I'll tell you what, they have a little bit more confidence when the person that's carrying the ball can break off some big-time runs. That makes them block just a little bit harder, knowing what he's potentially capable of doing.
And looking to throw now on first down. Got him. He's sacked.
Chris, that is textbook by this defense in man-to-man coverage. Nowhere to go for this quarterback. He's looking around everywhere to find an open man. By the time he figures it out, it's a sack for the defense.
This offense faces a 2nd and 15. The O-line needs to regroup. Using the ground game here. Tailback has the handoff. And they've got him. And the Lobos looking to run some tempo here. They'll run it here. That's the running back with the ball. They tackle him at the 48, but it's enough for a new first down.
It's a good job here by this offensive line and the running back. Listen, these guys have really had a lot to do with why they're in this playoff game, right? So give it to the offensive line in the back. Get the first down on this 3rd and short. See what you can do from here.
Pulls it in. It's Avila. They make the tackle, but not before a solid gain on that pass.
Well, you can tell the quarterback knew exactly what he wanted to do with the football. He was going to that in route no matter what. He hits it for a nice gain.
2nd down play coming up for this offense. Makes a quick grab. The defense grabs him after the completion. He's just short of a first down.
How about this defense? That is called team pursuit. Swarming to this wide receiver on the screen, not allowing him to get his momentum upfield.
Can they convert on 3rd down and keep this drive rolling? Back in motion now. Crosses the 30. Forced out of bounds, just short of the end zone.
Great job here by this offense being able to convert. Let's face it, they've dug themselves a hole. They're down here early in this game. And with all this hype, the last thing you want to do is have to punt the ball. Come up with a conversion, keep your rhythm, keep your momentum, stick to your playbook. Good job here. Now let's see if they can keep that rhythm going.
Might have thought they could catch the defense off guard by running the fullback there, but they were all over it.
Yeah, that's a great job by this defense and just showing their instincts and awareness here. Like you said, not being fooled at all. They slip it to the fullback, and he doesn't get any yards at all. In fact, he goes
and he'll make it in for the score. Touchdown, New Mexico. Well, this college football playoff game is all tied up, and Kirk, it's beginning to feel a little bit like a shootout.
Yeah, it is. It's a battle of the offenses. Both these teams right now executing flawlessly, and they're doing so with such high stakes, answering one score with another. Neither team is backing up 1 inch.
So it'll be a touchback, ball spotted at the 25. The UNLV offense back out on the field now. A little bit of my turn, your turn in the early going here. Both offenses scoring touchdowns their last possession. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
Chris, I think we all kind of get caught up in third down. What's an offense doing on third down? But I think what's also important is how well you defend first down. If you can hold your opponents to a short gain or a tackle for a loss, you throw the offense out of whack, and their game plan gets much more challenging to try to come up with that first down.
They look to throw it here on second down. Oh, nice play by the defender. Got a hand in there to break up the pass.
Well, this is just an outstanding job by this defender being in phase against this receiver and being able to tip that ball away. He actually tips it up into the air. The offense catches a break that ball's not intercepted.
So the offense getting set. This is not where you want to be against this defense. 3rd and long. Dropping back. They're going to throw for the first down. And the ball is picked off. Tackle made on the return, but the takeaway sets up the offense at the 37 now.
Really nice job of mixing up the looks here by this defense. Sometimes man, sometimes zone. They fool the quarterback here completely, and he throws the pick.
And the Lobos offense is back out there. The last possession was just old school power football. Let's see if they can keep that going here. Motion by the back. Defense better adjust. On the run, going to heave it downfield. Pass caught. Can he get in? They stop it just short. The defense really backed up now. It's 1st and goal.
Well, this is what you would call a 3-down back. Running backs that can run between the tackles. They can get outside, and they can also catch the ball out of the backfield. Here they have the benefit of having one of those kind of backs that can not just catch the ball, but once he gets his hands on the ball, he's got enough wiggle and speed to be able to get after a defense.
He powers into the end zone. Touchdown, Lobos.
Well, that's an example right there of what vision and patience and ability can do for a running back. He was on a mission to get into the end zone, and really, he made it look easy.
Automatic in the PAT. Here's a kickoff team. Let's see if they give the returner an opportunity to bring this back. He's going to try for a return from a couple yards deep in the end zone. Oh, he's got a crease here. Look out. Coverage team brings down the returner. Here comes the Rebels offense back out on the field. If they want to cut into this lead before halftime, they have to work quickly now. Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. And he's brought down, but they went backwards after the completion. Good work by the defense.
Well, that's exactly what defensive coordinators love to see. You've got a quarterback that typically is known for his ability to cover, and here he shows some physical toughness by sticking his nose in there, and he comes up with a nice play in support.
They're backed up here, trying to make something happen on 3rd and long. Quarterback drops back. We're going to test the secondary. It is going to be brought down by that ferocious pass rush. Nice sack. And now a timeout quickly called by the defense. They try to get everybody on the same page here. Defense off the field after that sack. The punting unit now on. Trying to return the punt for some extra yardage. He's got an opening. Watch out. He's got great speed. And he's going to head out of bounds, but not before picking up some good yardage on the return. The return team a little too aggressive there. Unnecessary roughness is the call. First down here for this offense. And there's the handoff. And that's a solid gain before the defense able to bring him down.
Because I just love to see this offensive line and this running game able to establish themselves. This back is already over 50 yards. We're in the first half, so really good job of establishing the run game. Opens up the play action, opens up one-on-one opportunities. Just keep winning the battle up front.
Receiver makes the catch. And he's brought down, but he does have enough for the first down. And a quick timeout call by the offense after the play.
Boy, another positive gain for this offense, and this quarterback continues to show how dangerous he is when he has time to throw. The defensive coordinator's got to change up his looks, maybe bring in the blitz, anything they can do to get this quarterback out of this rhythm.
On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. He's got it right near the end zone. And he scores! Touchdown, New Mexico. So still early, but this offense beginning to build momentum and build the lead now, Kirk.
As we've seen over the years, Chris, good teams know how to use the first quarter to establish the lead, the second quarter to increase the lead, and the final half just to hold on to it. They're following that blueprint perfectly, widening the distance between them and their opponent before we even get to the locker rooms.
Makes it to the 16. That's good coverage there. Here comes the UNLV offense back out there. It'd be a surprise if they took a risk here with the final seconds of the first half, backed up near their own end zone. Looking for his big tight end. Caught over the middle. It's Wade. Timeout is called a duck strategy late in this close game with halftime approaching.
That's what makes this tight end so dangerous. You can flex him out into that slot position. He shows you his versatility. He can be an inline guy that can block, but here he shows you what he can do with his hands.
Quarterback on the move, trying to make something happen. Slides down to avoid the tackle. The offense will now quickly spend a timeout. The offense comes back out there. Not much time left. Perhaps just time for a couple plays before the half. Looking to throw it on first down. And it falls incomplete with just 6 seconds remaining to play. Just time enough for one more play in the half. And the quarterback tucks it and takes off as a design run. And they finally stop him, but a decent gain that time. And now the offense will call a timeout. Something the coach didn't like about this. Crucial play coming up. Solid gain on the running play. 3rd down now. Looks like he didn't get the snap off in time. That'll cost him 5 yards. Quarterback unaware of the play clock. That'll cost them 5. So with only a few seconds left in the half, out comes the field goal unit. This one will be a 60-yard attempt. Can he get it there? The attempt is no good. Still losing by 14 after the miss. Minutes going to wrap up the first half here. Let's kick it now to Kevin Connors with our halftime update. And they'll kick it away now to get this 3rd quarter underway. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. So a touchback will start at the 25. This line getting set up. It's a first down play. Receivers now getting some new assignments before the snap. First play of the second half, they keep it on the ground. That's a nice wrap up there by the junior.
The defense coordinator this week all week telling us about gap integrity, not giving this running back any creases at all. Really sound defense on that play.
Second down, we're going to throw it. Fires it on the move. Finds a man downfield. It's a big gain to the right. They bring him down, but a big chunky yardage on the play.
The defense is spread all over the field, creating some one-on-one matchups, and the quarterback makes them pay for it.
Another chunk play. This offense is really clicking. Here's the option play. Oh, the ball comes loose.
This offense just blew an opportunity. Have a nice lead here in the second half with the football. The last thing you want to do is turn it over, and they put the ball on the ground and now give your opponent a chance to get right back in this game.
The UNLV offense back out on the field now. They need something out of this possession. The last time they settled for a field goal attempt, but then they missed it. Here comes a handoff. And a decent gain there before the defense brings him down. Second down after that run on the previous play. Here's the snap, looking to throw. Finds his man. It's McDaniel. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a first down.
I love how this quarterback is finding this slot receiver. Not only is he tough to handle, but it's what he's doing after the catch. He has such wiggle and quickness. He's tough to bring down, and you see more positive yards after the catch here.
Fresh set of downs for the offense. First down. They flip it to him on the jet sweep. Some hard running there through a tackle. And that run produces a decent gain. A gain makes it second and medium. From the shotgun, drops back. And the pass is incomplete. After missing a field goal on their last drive, they got to produce something here on third down to even get into field goal range. An inside give now from the shotgun. And the second effort there will earn him the first down.
This is why they're in the playoff, right? Not just the ability to throw the ball, but you get to a critical moment, a third down. You trust that offensive line to come up with a first down, and they get it.
Okay, ready? See what the call is on 1st and 10. And they'll use the ground game here. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. Coming to the line on second down. This is important. They want to avoid a third and long. There's the snap, and he's looking to throw. That's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no flag, brings up third down.
Really good job here by the defense in coverage. Did a nice job here of staying in phase with the receiver. There's no chance for a completion at all.
So here we go, third down in the red zone, the kind of play that decides football games. He stopped short of the marker, so it's fourth down now.
Well, anytime you use your quarterback as a runner, the goal is obviously to hit some big plays. You've got to be careful of letting your quarterback take too many big hits. Not only can he get tired, he can also start to fumble the football.
Kick is good, gives the offense 3 points to show for that drive.
And that one, my gosh, I mean, it's almost too easy. Nice kick.
Following the field goal, the kickoff team is out there now. Kick bounces out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. New Mexico's offense retakes the field now. They moved it well last time, got across the 50, but then fumbled the football away. The shotgun running play call.
You know, in the era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense is countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example. The defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage, not give up big run plays.
Quarterback looking to pass here on second down. Pass ball is incomplete. There was a lot of contact. No penalty. Brings up third down. Not going to be easy here. Backed up a long way to go for a first down. From the shotgun, it's a handoff. He's not going to get the first down. It's fourth down now. The offense with a major gamble here, going for it inside their own 40. And looks like the quarterback's going to run it. The gain is good enough for a first down near the 38.
Trends show guys that are continuing to go for it on fourth down. But what's crazy to me, Chris, is deep in your own territory to go for it on fourth down. It's a big risk, but it pays off here.
The Lobos have first and 10 here. Off the play fake, looking to throw. Sacked on heavy pressure there.
The defender did not bite on the fake at all. They were in pass rush mode the entire time.
That sack makes it second down and forever. Back now goes in motion. Defense will have to adjust. Gets the first and still running. Finally brought down at the 7. Sets up a first and goal here. Some great blocking out there on the left edge results in a huge gain.
Yeah, I love the call here by the offensive coordinator. Get the ball out on the perimeter, especially if defenses are blitzing a lot in the middle. Just means there's less defenders to worry about. And let's also, like you said, Chris, give credit to those receivers. Great blocking on the perimeter to be able to get the big gain like that.
And he'll be brought down.
This is a great job of being prepared by this defense, almost anticipating this play. They're in position to bring him down for a loss.
This will be a challenge now. Second and goal back at the 13. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun. Bringing pressure. Got space, looking to score. And they'll make it into the end zone. Touchdown, Lobos. So the offense flexing, Kirk, and stretching the lead here now in the second half.
Well, you can catch your breath here a little bit if you're this offense. That touchdown can help you out. But now your own defense can help you preserve the lead so you can go back out and continue to build upon that to the finish.
He'll bring it out from his end zone. The defense able to bring him down to wrap up the third quarter of play. Back at it to start the quarter. Offense getting set to run a first down play. A pop pass on a jet sweep. was a loss after the completion. That's a good play by the defense.
Chris, I always talk about this. You can always gauge a team's toughness as a group by how willing they are to tackle with their corners. Here, the corner shows you he's not just out there to cover, does a good job of being physical and making that play.
They bring him down quickly, a short pitch and catch to get a little bit closer to the marker.
I really like what this defensive coordinator is doing right now. He's got a nice lead. Just sit back. The most important thing is tackling this offense inbounds so that clock will keep ticking.
And he'll drop back here on third down. Short throw to the back, an easy completion. They've got him, but that completion good enough for first down yardage. No huddle here from the offense.
Really good job here of converting by this offense. And let's face it, at this point in the game, because they have such a big hole to climb out of, they've got to be able to convert and come up with a new set of downs. They do it here. Now they got a real shot to cut into this lead.
And he'll be smothered right at the line for no gain.
Well, this is exactly what you want to see from the defense. Yeah, you give up the catch, but you're right there to be able to stop this receiver from making any yards after the catch.
Here's the second down play. Looking to throw yet again. And he lofts it toward the sideline. Oh, and he's got it down inside the 20. No stopping him. Takes it all the way. Touchdown, Rebels.
Man, that's his second touchdown today. This guy's winning every one-on-one matchup this defense provides. Great job by the quarterback putting the ball where his guy can make a play on it, and he's got 2 on the board.
And the extra point was up and good. Kickoff team has come on the field now to send this one away. Well, he thought about coming out, but instead takes a knee, and they'll bring the football to the 25-yard line. Here comes the New Mexico offense back on the field. The last drive, the ground game was so successful. Ended in a touchdown. We'll see if the defense can respond to it this time. Moves the ball up to the 30.
Well, this is where the offensive line can really assert their will and put on the finishing touches to this game. The defense, you can see them. They're breaking little by little right now. You make sure they break completely.
The game makes it second and medium. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw it. Trying to create outside the pocket now. He's got an open man downfield, and it's caught. They bring him down with an explosive play by this offense. Big gain.
You know, they've got a lead here late in the game, and the play calling, I think, shows you how much confidence they have in this quarterback. He's had a pretty clean game today, and this decision to still throw the ball with the lead shows you that they believe he's going to make the right decisions and make accurate throws.
Tackle is finally made, but not before a big gain. They'll spot it at the 24.
Outstanding blocking on the left side of that offensive line. That's really what opened up this play. They did their job, and you can see the results. You burst open and get a big gain on the ground. If I were them, I'd keep going to that side and see how much more success they can have.
And the Lobos will have 1st and 10 here. And, of course, they'll work the clock here, keep it on the ground. The junior able to bring him down quickly. And now a timeout taken by the defense, trying to preserve as much clock as possible for their offense. Second down after that run on the previous play. Here's the snap. Offense looking to throw the ball. And it's incomplete in the back corner of the end zone.
Love this aggressive mindset from the quarterback and offensive coordinator. Found the matchup that you wanted, take a shot downfield. You don't hit it, but you made the defense be aware of it.
Now it's 3rd and short from the 22. You expect this is 4-down territory. Let's see what they do on 3rd down. Dropping back, they're going to throw for the first down. Lets it fly to the wideout. Easy throw to a wide-open receiver downfield. And they stop him just short of the end zone. The offense set up with a 1st and goal now. And now it's the defense that calls timeout here, trying to get organized and preserve as much clock as possible. And the Lobos come to the line with 1st and goal. Motion by the back will make the defense adjust. Fights his way in for the score. Touchdown, New Mexico.
Chris, you don't see it often, but how much do I love seeing that fullback get a touchdown? He blocks all the time. They rarely give him a chance to get his hands on the ball, and when he does, he's rewarded with 6 points.
Point after, knocked right through. Now they get set to kick it away. So no return here. He takes it in the end zone, and they'll begin the drive at the 25. Here comes the Rebels offense back out on the field. At this point, there's not much you can do except play for pride. And now in the final couple minutes, here's a deep shot. That ball's incomplete. An aggressive deep shot on first down.
Well, they don't connect here, but this is what you have to do. It's late in the game. You need points. You're behind. You got to take some shots. I'd go right back to it, try to find a matchup, and go to one of your receivers that can make a play for you.
So after the incompletion, it's second down. On the ground, it's Webb. An important 9 yards gain there brings up just 3rd and 1. The clock is still running. They got to get set quickly. On 3rd and short, they'll try to throw for it here. Looks to his left and makes the completion. They bring him down, but not before he gains first down yardage. A new set of downs after that completion. And it's incomplete. The defender arrived the same time as the football. And now it's second down.
I'm not sure the quarterback makes the right decision on this one. I think if he'd do it over again, he would have found a different target downfield. But he made his decision. That one's incomplete.
Pre-snap motion from the offense. And he's back to throw again on 2nd and 10. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. And a big gain before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs.
Well, this offense has a long way to be able to get back and potentially win this game, but they're doing the right things, managing the clock, picking up good yards, and getting out of bounds.
And a short pitch and catch to the tight end. And he's shoved out of bounds by the defense short of the first down marker.
Boy, that's pretty good coverage here by this defense. Not much of a window to throw this ball into, but the quarterback's accuracy and the size of the tight end picks up a nice gain.
And the receivers got it. They stop him at the 22. This offense in great scoring position now. The offense will set up on 1st and 10. And he'll set up to throw. Lets it go quickly. The freshman shows inexperience. Lucky it didn't get intercepted.
That ball just seemed to sail on it. You got to make sure to give your receiver a chance to be able to come down with a catch in bounds, because in today's game, man, these receivers make catches like this all the time. And if you put the ball out of bounds, you're not going to give them that opportunity.
Quarterback looking to throw it on 2nd down. This time it's complete. They finally tackle him at the 4. It's a solid gain on the pitch and catch. 1st and goal for the offense. From the gun, he looks for an open man. Catch made in the end zone. Touchdown, UNLV.
What a tough matchup for this defense. What are you going to do down inside the 5-yard line? Quarterback knows that he has a mismatch, just puts it up in the air and lets the big man climb the ladder for the score.
Missed his receiver. It's incomplete.
A great job here by the defense on this conversion. Nice heads-up play to prevent the 2-point try.
I believe they're going to line up here to go for the onside kick. And the hands team able to recover the football. So this one is tucked away. Time for victory formation. Looks like the offense will just take a knee here. Of course, in the playoffs, it's survive and advance. This is a crucial W. Great performance, but now the stage gets even bigger. The challenges will continue going forward.
Yeah, more and more pressure will grow as this team continues to win football games. But you and I have been around this team all year long. So impressed with the emotions and how they're able to contain themselves, stay focused on the task at hand. They did that again today. They advance. Cannot wait to watch and see what they can do next week.
And that is going to wrap it up. We enjoyed this one here. Kirk Herbstreit, I'm Chris Fowler, and this has been another presentation of EA.